Hi everyone, good evening. I hope everyone has had a wonderful week. TGIF, guys. Do you guys remember the shows TGIF? What was it? Family Matters and Full House, and I can't remember all the other shows, but remember that? I used to skip out on like junior high dances just so I could watch TGIF. Oh my gosh. So tonight we're talking about our skin, and in honor of talking about our skin, I am not wearing any makeup. I'm showing you my skin. And I think it's just really important for us to know the basics of our skin and why we need to do certain things and the things that we need to restore. It's important that we know all of these things for our canvas, because what's underneath the makeup is the most important. And a lot of times how you care for your skin makes a huge effect on how your makeup is applied. So it's really important to know your skin, at least the basics, and what you need to restore and the different things that you should be doing. The first thing I want to do is I want to talk to you about our skin cycles. So our skin goes through these cycles where the dead and dry skin kind of flakes off and newer cells rise to the surface. And this is a natural thing that we do, but as we age, okay, it starts getting less and less frequent. So in our teens, we go through this cycle every 10 to 21 days. And the reason this cycle is so important is because when we shed the dead skin, the plump cells that are beneath the surface push to the surface, making our skin look more vibrant and youthful. So the more this cycle happens, the more our skin glows and the healthier our skin looks. So in our teens, we go through this cycle 10 to 21 days. Okay, so when you see a teeny bopper, a lot of the times they have great skin. Look at a baby when they're born, their skin is so plump and juicy. It's because they have all of those new cells. It hasn't been damaged by the pollutants in the air and all the free radicals in the sun and all of that damages our skin. So you can definitely tell the difference. So as teens, it goes from 10 to 21 days. In our 20s, it goes from about 14 to 21 days. In our 30s, which, hey, 33 over here, 28 to 45 days. In your 40s, it's 45 to 60 days. And then beyond that, 50s and plus, it's 60 to 90 days that we go through this cycle. So as we age, we are hanging on to our dead skin longer. And that's where you start to see age spots. That's where you start to see a lot of wrinkling, a lot of creasing, because we're not pushing our plump cells naturally to the surface as frequent. Also, can I just tell you guys two things? One thing, I already said that I am fresh faced because we're talking about our skin, and two, I'm in my PJs with no bra on. So who's with me? I'm sorry, when I got home today, two things came off, my makeup and my bra, like immediately. So I'm sorry I did not put it back on for you guys. Keeping it real, go VIPs. Okay, so the other thing that starts to deplete or not happen as frequent is our hyaluronic acid. Our hyaluronic acid is a natural humectant and healing property in our skin. So it is a natural way our skin stays moist, and it also has some healing properties in it for our skin. So as we age, the hyaluronic acid starts to deplete, as well as the cycles begin to get less frequent. So basically, as we age, our skin starts to die. Womp womp, as my daughter would say. So here's some important things that you want to do. Number one is exfoliate, exfoliate. Whether you have dry skin or oily skin, you want to make sure that you're exfoliating. If you have dry skin, okay, your skin is dying more frequently. So you want to make sure that you are removing the layer of dead skin, so any moisture, any kind of skincare is penetrating through to the plumper cells, pulling it to the surface faster. Hashtag Cineplex, right? And we'll talk about that in a minute. But if you have dry skin, a lot of times your skin is dying faster. So you want to take that layer off. If you have oily skin, okay, what happens is that oily skin kind of will act like a glue, and it holds dead skin to the surface. It holds it there. So anything you put on your face is, one, not penetrating to where it needs to penetrate, okay, to those plump cells, rejuvenating them, okay. Two, it is clogging your follicles, leading to buildup of acne bacteria. So we hear a lot of cases where an adult, never had acne and now all of a sudden they have acne. It's because their skin has changed and they have this oily skin that they don't know how to treat, and what happens is that it builds up and acts as a glue to the dry, dead cells that are on the surface of our skin, basically clogging and keeping anything getting through your surface. Okay, so either way, dry, oily, normal combination, you need to be exfoliating. Now, I'm not saying to strip yourself of the bacteria, because of course there are good bacteria in our skin, but exfoliating twice a week is very important. Okay, we want to strip our skin of those dry, dead cells, or those that oil that has clogged our pores by making our dead cells like a mask over our face, keeping us from hydrating, keeping us from cleaning. We want to exfoliate, okay? Is everyone following me so far? Give me lots of hearts if you're following me, because I'm going to be honest with you, I am not a science person. I was a very strong C student with science. And I think partly the reason I got C